Well, right now we're in the Azraq Wetlands Reserve
Okay.
in eastern Jordan.
What's the story? I don't see any water here.
Exactly, yeah. It used to be a wetland, right?
Ah.
It used to be a very important wetland, actually. Full of water, kilometres square in size.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you're looking at a small pool. We've just walked by there.
Yeah.
The reason it was important was because birds used to stop here on their way through the desert. So this is what we call a flyway. Like
Okay.
a long motorway for birds going on holidays.
Yeah.
Going to Africa on holidays, in fact.
Yeah, yeah.
Our European birds going on holidays to the lovely, warm African climate.
So the birds can't stop here anymore.
Not
Who
anymore.
cares?
Not very many of them anyway, no.
I mean, it's funny because this also used to be a stopping point for people who'd be
okay.
trading with their camels, taking their wares all across the desert for thousands of kilometers around.
Right.
I think it's for 140,000 square kilometers, it's the only water source. So
Wow.
if you look around it, basically you would have seen a green dot surrounded by desert. So people were doing pretty much the same thing that birds were doing. But why would we care? I mean, like, what happens to the birds? They're not here. Have they gone somewhere else?
They haven't, unfortunately. So they can't really go anywhere else.
What do they do?
Most of them go extinct. Not even completely
okay.
extinct, but locally extinct. Their numbers are going to go down, they're going
Right.
to plummet, and that's what they're doing.
And so what?
Why do we care?
Yeah.
Well, why should we care? You're
Yeah.
right, it's a very good question.
Yeah.
Why should we care about any species of animal? I'll pose it to you this way. We're the first species of life on this planet that has the ability to potentially wipe out most of their life and still survive. So we don't need these birds, but we should protect them because we have great power. With that great power comes great responsibility.
Is there any reason for us that we should protect the birds? Is there any benefit to us having those birds around, aside from just to come somewhere like here and see, spot some birds through our binoculars? Is there any actual benefit to us?
Well, the beauty of birds is that they're what we call an indicator species or an indicator group of animals. When the birds go, the ecosystem tends not to be doing very well at all because small birds might feed off the small animals in the water. Those small animals in the water might be fed off fish. There's a whole ecosystem behind what we might just see as the birds being there. So with a wetland here, it might be a very healthy wetland, but beyond that, underneath that, around that, there's much more life than we can ever imagine.
Okay, so the birds are like the tip of the iceberg, or the canary in the coal mine.
Exactly, yeah, for want of a better phrase.
Okay,